and I know I said I wasn't going to record anything for a little while, but I decided that I would because I would, I think that Allie would want me to move on, and then eventually, once I feel okay enough, to possibly get another one. And I wanted to show you guys just a little bit of video to kind of catch you guys up on where I am and what exactly happened. Um, okay. So, first things first, I want to show you what I did with the Tiny Mans because I did rearrange them a little bit. None of them are down there anymore. That's where Allie and Chucky were. Um, but now we got Stripe and them. These guys didn't move. Braun and Iggy, they didn't move. Sophie, Poe, Hippo was down with Chucky for a little bit until I decided that me and my mom decided that it might be best for them to separate because Poe was starting to be a little bit rude to Chucky and I didn't want that. So we moved Poe back to where he originally was by Sophie. Finn and them didn't move. But over here is where a lot of the stuff changed in my room. So give me a second here. So we now got Chucky up here in the corner. I think he's okay. Like he's right here by the hamsters. And Gus. So sorry, it's not really dark over this area for some reason. I don't know. I might have to put another light bulb in or something. But anyways, Chucky's here. He's doing fine. He was a little bit upset at first, but he seems to be doing pretty good. He's eating and all that, so that's definitely a good sign. We've got Gus here now. Gus used to be in a bigger cage, but we decided that it'd probably be best to bring him down to a smaller cage for now. And we're planning on getting him a smaller house because his house right now is huge. But I think that'll help him out a lot. But this actually used to be Allie's cage, and me and my mom cleaned it out really good before we put him in here. It was really tough to make that decision to put him in here, but the reason why we decided that was because we needed a smaller cage. We didn't have any more besides Allie's, and in a way, I feel like he's honoring Allie by being in it. It was hard to put someone in here. I have to admit that, but we've decided, and it's going to take a little bit of time, but to get used to, but I think that I'm okay. Then we've got Peanut here. He's doing pretty good. I'll tell you about a little scare we had with him recently, but it was nothing. Then we have Archie, or Baby Nug. He used to be down a little bit, but we decided to switch him up a little bit. He seems okay about it, though. Then we have Braun, who's pretty much in the same location. Maui is down here now by Nugget because these two are a little bit older. And I think that those two would really get along. Maui, what are you doing with your bottle? um, and those two seem to be getting along really well. So, now I'm going to tell you the story about Peanut, what we thought was a little bit worrying about Peanut, and then I'll tell you the story of Allie and everything. So Peanut, we'll start with Peanut first. A few days ago, we noticed something about Peanut. Me and my mom both noticed it. That he would keep his head tilted to the side a little bit. And I looked it up, and it said that it's a sign of an ear infection and a guinea pig, and we were instantly worried about that. And then we quickly realized that he was just moving his head kind of like this, back and forth. Like he seems fine now. he's not doing the whole head thing at all. So it might have just been the way he was, and he's popcorning and all that. So he was fine, but he did give us a little bit of a scare there. But now I want to tell the story about Allie because Allie would want his story told. And I'm hoping the main reason why I'm telling you guys this is because I want you guys, if you do own guinea pigs, to know that there is warning signs of what Allie had suffered from. And I think Allie would want me to share that because he wouldn't want something like this to happen to someone else's beloved pet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So give me 1 second. So it was a couple days ago. Actually, really early on the 12th, believe it or not. It was around like 9 o'clock when I didn't really notice any of the signs, but now that I think about it, I should have. But around 9 o'clock, I usually give my animals a snack, and I did normal. Everybody was fine. I came to Allie, gave him his lettuce, and he ate it. Like, he ate it fine, no problem at all. But then, after that, I noticed that he was just staring in the corner of the cage. I thought, honestly, at this point, he was just standing there. Like, honestly, that's the way it looked like. He wasn't doing anything, just standing there. And then, um, once I, came around again with the snacks, around 11:30 is when I realized, well, he's still standing there. There's something off a little bit. So I'm going to try to give him a snack and see what he does. So I gave him a cucumber, a piece of a cucumber, and he didn't really eat it. He came over to it, sniffed it, and then went back to the corner of the cage. Well, then I waited about maybe like 2-3 minutes, and I'm like, okay, maybe he doesn't want a cucumber. Maybe he just doesn't want a cucumber. Because sometimes my guinea pigs will get like to where if they're getting tired of eating the same thing, they'll want something else. Fine. So I'll get the I got the cucumber in there still, and I decided to give him a carrot. Now I know Allie loves carrots, so I knew if he did not eat the carrot that there was definitely something wrong. So I put the carrot in there, and I went to the restroom, and I came back in here, and I seen that he did not eat the carrot, and he didn't eat the cucumber. So I looked in there at him, and he was laying on his side in the cage, and on like halfway in his house, halfway not. So I immediately sprung into action and got him out. He seemed okay, like he was awake, he was alert, like he was moving and all that, but he was making this really, really weird noise. So I immediately contacted my mom because I started freaking out. And then once my mom came, we immediately called the we immediately called the vet, the 24-hour vet, because it was really late when this happened. And the vet, he was saying about he thinks what it was or whatever, and then he said about, well, bring him in, it'll be about 90 some dollars. And by the time he said that, it was literally, he was already gone. Like, we didn't even have any time to even get to the car or anything like that. His body just, like, went completely limp. And I was holding him, and I lost it. And I was crying. And my first thought was, well, he's not gone because his eyes are still open. And the vet, I heard the vet, after a while, I heard the vet talking to my mom, but then after a while, we realized that he was gone. But I still, in the back of my head, was thinking he can't be gone because his eyes are still open. Well, anyways, we had him in my room for overnight because it was really late and all that. And so the next morning, um, we decided that it was best to probably bury him. So beforehand, I did call that vet back. I did personally, and the lady vet that answered the phone, she was really sweet. I forget her name, but she said about which obviously what's the situation, and I said about I think my pet died, but I'm not sure. And I said about we called earlier and we talked to someone and they already had it filed down or whatever. And she said, I think I know what you're talking about. And she said about I asked her the questions like, is he still alive because his eyes are open? And she said, sweetheart, I think that he's gone. And I cried. I'll be honest, I cried, and I even cried today while doing the cage thing. But I think, like I said, Allie would want me to move on, even though it is hard. Allie's gonna be in my heart for the rest of my life, and I'll always have the memories of Allie. But I wanted to point out that some of the things that the lady had told me on the phone, and they were, first off, she said the one warning sign that I thought was just him standing there. She said, believe it or not, that was a warning sign, as well as him not eating and all that. So what I'm asking is, in honor of Allie, if you guys notice any of your guinea pigs or any animals not eating or having like a glazed like stare or any of the warning signs that I've given in this video, please immediately call the vet and or take your pet to the vet because it could end up passing away. So I wanted to kind of do this in honor of him. And so in addition to that, I also wanted to honor Allie in another way and say that Allie was a really kind-hearted and sweet creature that really loved pretty much anybody and anything. So I would like people to take even though the pictures that were shared of Allie on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, I want people to know that if you guys were a fan of Allie or if you seen the pictures, I think Allie would be with you in spirit. And that's what I really want. And I know Allie's with me in spirit, and that is truly how I feel. So I wanted to do this video just to honor him and to let you guys know how I'm doing. I'm doing really pretty good. It's still tough at times. Like, I do catch myself crying at times, but I think that's normal. So, but all these guys here that I got are definitely helping with that. So, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for helping me with all this. And thank you guys. Peace.